You'll notice that when you look at the bucket fill and you look at the bottle fill, that the bucket fill is dark gray and that the bottle fill is light gray. And just like the venturi tubes of the station, if you look inside, you'll notice that the entryway to the discharge is much larger on the bucket fill than it is on the bottle fill. But other than that, these are both the same. You'll also notice on these that there's a very small hole in the face of the dowel or of the dial. And what that's for is for the pressure to equalize, similar to that of the restrictor that's in the hose of the station. We don't need a restrictor on the KP1H Complete because it's built into the base of the valve, which is this line that goes across the inside. At some point, you may need to take one of these apart, and I'd like to demonstrate how to do that so you can see what's in here and you're not intimidated by it. The first thing you'll note is that when I turn this, this is just a dowel, and each time I turn it, this metal clip makes a little click. When I remove this clip, I can slide it down, and now the clicking is gone. That's because the clip clips and makes a detent noise against a metal shroud that's inside of here. When I turn the dowel out now, you'll see inside if there is 4 O-rings, 2 larger O-rings that go around the outside of the dowel and 2 smaller ones that are on the holes inside. Only one of these holes is in front of one of these outlets to your chemical at a time. So as I turn this, these are turning in front of these. If for any reason that the O-rings fail, then there'll be no suction and you'll have no draw. So your first clue that you have a problem with chemical draw would be if you're not getting any chemical coming through the line, chances are the problem has got something to do with these O-rings. In your repair kits, these O-rings are included and they can be replaced. Some of the things that cause problems with these O-rings would be hard water or product compatibility. But generally all the environmental products are not hard on these O-rings because they're made out of Viton and they're quite hardy rubber. So I don't expect that you'll have a problem with chemical compatibility, but in some areas of the country you may have some problems with hard water. You simply take these O-rings off and put a new set in. They're very inexpensive. And then when you put them back in place, you need to just be very careful to push them in one at a time and make sure that they stay in their position. It doesn't matter how the dowel goes back in place because it'll always find its own way. I put the clip back on, and then I pull the spring, and now I have my detent back, my O-rings are replaced, and I can put the unit back together.